Hey, welcome you to the Coney Port. And this is the Ken Grimes project. And this is a pigeon pea.
Hi, this is my pigeon pea farming this year. I'm farming all heirlooms this year, and apart from that, I do have some pimentos and some tomatoes and also some okra. You're looking here at actually 2 acres of heirloom peas. They are scheduled to be off about in October.
So when you plant this, Ken?
I planted in March.
March of this year?
End of March, yeah.
You transplant? Everything transplant? What varieties are this?
These are all heirlooms.
So how many acres is this?
I got 2 acres here.
2 acres? And
My spacing is a 4. I'm using a 4-foot spacing.
right. But you plant every single row, right?
Yes. 2 to 6 inch.
That's a little bit too
Dense.
dense. Did you plant in diamond shape or how you plant it?
I went straight. I didn't go to that.
Oh, you didn't go to diamond. Yeah, the diamond would be better, so you allow a lot of space.
Yeah, to get some space.
Yeah, they get some space in between. But it's good. It looks nice. Any particular reason why you plant bell peppers in between?
Well, actually, I
It's
was these are not bell pepper. These are pimentos.
Oh, these are more like a trap crop. Is that how you do it?
No, these pimentos were actually a trial also.
Oh, that's a trial.
I was really amazed at the size and the rich color, the rich color I'm getting. But however, a lot of them has become very sunburned.
Well, it look more like bell peppers, right?
Yeah, they
But
are, but they have a real pungent flavor to it.
Oh, I see.
That favors them. As a matter of fact, in the marketplace, they go for about a dollar for one.
Wow, this is a good price.
I ran the water over the weekend, and I just figured I'm now in the process of stressing because of the heat.
So
I
you
want to see if I can get some more heat waves on my main crop. I also have some tomatoes inside here too. Also coming up.
What this is kind of strange here because when you said like you have 2 different varieties, you mix in here. Is that correct?
There are different varieties that when I purchased the seed, they all were listed as heirlooms, but not it's now actually seeing them as they are developing. I'm seeing the different manifestations. So it is encouraging in a way, but however, at the same time, I have to wait until the harvest to determine what the outcome is.
Right.
And we determine per tree, and how many would I be able to get what would be the weight I will get off of an average tree.
You have the yellow flowers.
Yeah.
And then you have the red flowers.
Correct.
So it's a totally different variety. And then the other variety, seems like the other variety is not quite ready for blooming yet. So what do you think about your project? Is this good?
I am actually
It's a
very happy.
Seems like a very promising project.
Very promising. It's I guess this is one year I can talk about how I spent my summer.
Hey.
My summer vacation helped me to actually produce this. And apart from the weeds being challenging, I'm looking forward to the next phase
Right.
of harvest.
So there's something like you're living by proof.
Oh yes.
Cannot just talk.
Oh,
Talk
yes,
is cheap. And you also have some tomato too, is that
I
correct?
got tomatoes. I got also some okra on the other side. So they're all coming off.
Oh. So you get a little bit of everything here.
Yeah, but my concern, it's actually the pigeon pea that I'm working with, and the rest was actually just to do some trials and to see does it actually come up or does it measure up? And lo and behold, look how beautiful
Wow.
it looks here. You see?
So any difference with the colors and the green and then the red?
Yes, with this with the pimento, the pimento offers a very nice pungent color, more of a peppery type.
What's it mostly used for? What?
Well, you can actually use it in seasonings. You can use it in just flavoring your food.
Do you have any expectation for the yields out of here?
No, that would be more of the scientific approach
Okay.
of determining exactly per tree what would be the yields be.
Okay.
Once I'm able to determine the yields per tree, moving forward, I will be able to determine. I can even set prices and all knowing what the yields will be.
I see.
So right now you're watching the first phase of research. How does one actually go through research? How do you derive at the labor of love that you put into it?
Right.
How do you derive at a price later on?
Okay.
And it also steers you into how you will manage this project after. So all of this actually is coming off right now, and I am somewhat happy. You don't learn everything in one day,
Right.
but it's just the experience of being here and doing a little bit every day allows you to get back with nature, get back with the feel of the land,
Right.
and
also at the same time you get the food.
yes, and also
Right. So
and
this
getting,
is, I know the pigeon pea is only certain groups that use pigeon pea, is that correct?
well,
Not in large markets out there. So you pretty much more like niche markets only.
it would be a niche market, but then again, what we some of my literature has shown where pigeon peas has actually been becoming more of a staple diet today, based upon the amount of people who are using. When we think about the change today in nutrition and protein, pigeon peas allow that available protein. So it's an ideal protein source without all the meat and all the dressing.
Oh, okay.
So therefore you can mix pigeon peas with rice, carrots and the like and get the same balanced nutrition.
So you get the benefits.
You get
of
the
that.
benefit.
Not okay. So that's a good thing about
Right.
pigeon pea also.
What
But based on what I look at the plant right now, the size and the density of the plants that you
Right.
have here now, is them like if they are full grown and come to a picking time, this is probably is going to be very labor intensive. Is that correct?
Well, that definitely, and as I said,
Or in any mechanical harvesting for this type of peas?
no, I did not. Well, funny enough, mechanical harvesting was not even something that I thought about,
Okay.
because in order to have mechanical harvesting, we're discussing drying the entire. You'll just have the dry peat, so you can utilize it. As I said, this is more of a research approach that would bring those answers as I come closer to harvest. Those answers would be available, and I'll be able to look at it. But I was reading some articles where some people in the East Coast, and so those who came up from the Puerto Rico and Latin American area, they were saying that one of the hardest things to find is fresh dry peas, but not fresh peas.
I see. So that means a potential market out there. 2 acres is gonna produce a lot of peas out of here. So do you have our buyers already?
Actually, as I said, most today is just a research
I see.
It is not a.
It's not really,
It's not a capital.
I see.
Looking at capital incentive at this time.
But when you mention about capital, so with this 2 acres, how much investment upfront that you needed
Oh,
to
well, other apart from the rental of the land
Mhm.
and also the tractor operation that is actually very much needed to start.
Uh-huh.
Then the rest is actually getting the right, being able to contact to get a nursery that will actually plant, will actually germinate your seed for you. Once that is done, the other issue you have is actually paying. That's when your labor starts. Your labor begins by your
planting,
transplant.
and then weed control.
Laying out your drip tape.
Oh, so you utilize drip irrigation system?
Yes.
Okay.
Laying out your drip tape,
Okay.
using your transplant and your transplant planting. Then after that, it becomes just the managing the irrigation. In this case, this case, what we have had a very trying time with the weed situation. This ground has never before been introduced to this type of irrigation, and also the amount of fertilizer that has been used. So the level of nutrition that we have been able to use on this ground, the weeds, they sure welcome it, and they have grown quite robust. So right now, I find myself having to combat paying laborers to come in to pull out most of the weeds that are between my crop.
So it's going to cost you quite a bit of.
So so this year in terms of it is quite costly this year. I've had laborers inside here now 1, 2, 3 would be 5 times already.
When you finished your plots here, the information that you gather from here is going to be available to the public, or just for your personal use?
Well, right now it is personal use. As a matter of fact, this is as my family would say, this is my baby right now.
Okay.
Right. So I am as they would say, the buck stops here.
Okay, I got you.
But but in my research and my findings as I go through this process, I'm learning a lot of it. I am learning, watching at the different types of varieties that are being produced today. And especially this type of garden variety that I'm looking at. I have gone this far with it, so now I have no other choice but to wait until to see what the outcome will be.
Right. Okay.
And the outcome itself will actually that will be the where the rubber and what's in the pudding itself will be shown.
So
really to me.
All right. So hopefully the next year you have a better prepare and then improve.
You see, I'm now getting.
Yes.
I'm now getting the flowering.
That variety, because you look at that plant and the one on your right, it's totally, you can tell it's totally different. And then you have another variety which is the red.
Correct.
Yeah, it's on.
Correct. There's a red.
There's
red
right there. Yeah.
But check this out. Look at the red. Look at the red, and you'll see what happens. This will remind you something of what we call the. Take this out of here. Okay. If you notice here.
This one seems like it's more like a earlier variety.
Correct.
Yes, and it's already seems like some
Correct.
some
you see
pea.
how nice, yeah.
So the pea itself, it's just really colorful.
Yeah.
And so it's totally different variety.
Yeah.
But the plant tend to be a little bit.
They are more rosette. They're smaller to the ground.
And it's nice.
Yeah.
So it's more. I'm pretty sure that this variety probably mainly for gardens.
It appears so that it appears so.
But the pea itself, it's really look nice.
Yeah, it does.
It's so beautiful. It's
look
nice.
Look at that color. Nice color you get off of it too. So they're still developing. Yeah. So in terms of if this is one tree, We are getting something like there are six pods pick 6 seeds per pod.
Per pod. Okay.
So it would be interesting to see at the end when I weigh this, what would be the content would be per tree.
So you more like, you know, the way it looks, even you plant out right now from each other, but the cross pollination probably be minimal because they're blooming earlier.
Yeah.
Now, so you don't have to worry about the cross.
Any cross pollination.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this one may have little problem, but I'm not sure because it seems like it's already. But they still have a lot of bloom, you know, flowers on the top here.
What's interesting about it too is generally you find that in the farming business, farmers are farming. You do a monolithic crop.
Right.
Here it is. You're seeing a variety of the same type of species being produced.
Right.
However, at the end is to determine exactly which one really fits the market.
Right. So what you do here, for example, you have 3 different varieties. You're gonna harvest and keep them separate.
Correct.
In terms of the yields.
Yeah,
and the growth.
Correct.
And maybe irrigation, water management, maybe require different.
Well, actually, I don't think the irrigation water management maybe.
Because
that would be
the way how I see here, because they bloom earlier.
Yeah.
You know, at this point you might need to little stress a little bit for those that are not blooming yet.
Correct.
Because to produce a hormone.
Yeah.
You know, for the flower. But you can't do that because if you do that, you're gonna impact. You're gonna have the impact on the one that is blooming now. So you don't have much choice at this point, right?
Well, unless I choose out of this and pick one variety and go with that alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, that's good. Thank you. And you know, in case if farmer out there interesting and would like to stop by and take a look and learn, you know, something here with you, will you open that door to people?
Of course. As a matter of fact, the pea business, peas started. The history of peas started in India, and it's about 3,000 years old.
Right.
So the time of it of how long its existence is quite long. The leading producer of peas today is Indonesia.
Right.
And we see that from India to also to Asia, rest of Asia, that peas consumption it's a very high part, plays a very high part in their diet.
Right.
Also in the Caribbean, also in Africa.
Because of high protein.
Because of the high protein.
Not just because they like pea, but the high protein that.
Case in point in Puerto Rico, the Puerto Ricans uses this a lot in their diet because as you know that beef and all these different things aren't that prolific in Puerto Rico. Not to say they do not have it, but as but a regular staple.
Right.
But pigeon peas is a staple in the diet. So you can actually use this with chicken, with a whole chicken, cut it up and so, and blend that with rice. Rice, as they call it, rice and peas.
So it can fit to any dishes.
It has a very nice. It has a nice taste to it that that beckon you to want to do it again. So in some areas you find that rice and peas is more of a national dish.
Right. Hey, thank you for your time and let me. Stop by and then interview you. Yep. So good luck to your farm and your project here.
Yep.
And would like to stop by maybe sometime later when you have full production here.
Oh yes,
I look
forward to sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you.